7, so you know what that's like. It's time to tune in with Mona on Lots of Tea tonight.
She's Spanish with a makeup and a wig is on just right.
She's gonna spill the tea on her talk show, that's right. We're gonna speak on topics that might be hard to take. Well, understand we gotta until the whole wide world's awake. Let's not waste another moment and get on with the show. Cause it's time to get things started. Why don't we get things started?
You better get things started.
On the most sensational, informational, celebrational, computational. Now it's time for Mona and the Show.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Lots of Tea. I feel like I haven't seen you bitches in forever. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have a great show. We have been keeping it high, beautiful. Pam, how are you, dear? Hi, Chris. Love you both. Sorry I didn't get to see you last week. And Stanley Brown. Okay, I see you too, honey. We had such a fabulous time in our last show with the Dr. Lauren Michael Harris. Oh my gosh, he is brilliant. If you have missed that show, the last episode, please go to YouTube and watch it. Speaking of YouTube, because he had a lot of things to say. He's a motivational speaker. He's so many things. He's so inspirational. He just is so powerful. His words that he says they're just comforting. They're amazing. So if you have not seen that, please go to our YouTube channel and watch it. Hi, Ed. Good to see you. I haven't seen you on in a long time. Thanks for joining us. Speaking of YouTube, please go over to our YouTube channel and like and subscribe to our page. This eyelash show here is going to be a little Gia Gunn every once in a while. You know, where Gia Gunn had that eyelash problem. She's like that wonky guy. But anyway, it's good to be back. Just been very, very busy. I had a busy couple weeks. So plus, getting everything ready for Pride and all that. We are busy working, getting that ready for all of you. We've got some great entertainment coming. We've got some family fun things coming, a scavenger hunt. We're going to have a big blow up house, that you bounce in, magicians, characters walking around for the kids and all that good stuff. We have a lot planned. We are really, really excited about it. So you do not want to miss that. That's June 15th. On Bridge Street in Ashtabula Harbor. So like our Facebook, like our hi, you love my hair. I've gotten so many compliments on this hair. I made it last night, and I'm not even going to tell you. Maybe I'll discuss it with Large Marge. But if you haven't seen, I'm starting a band, Mona and the MILF Chasers. My drummer came up with the name because he's crazy and I love him. So we're going to start our own band. And we're debuting at Pride. And when I did the picture I was going to load that. That's what I was going to do. I knew I was going to do something and post the picture in here, but I forgot. But anyway, I made the picture. If you haven't seen it, go on my Facebook page. It's on there. And everything's black and white except for a little bit of color on my face. It looks very, retro-y, old. And my hair was gray. So I literally bought the same wig in gray. And I love it. It's gray and white. So cool, right? But anyway, it's a great find on Amazonia. And 2 wigs put it together. $20. Thank you very much. There, I told you how much I spent on it. And a couple of zip ties. There you have it. Shake, spray, and go. Hey, Jaden. Nice to see you, honey. How are you? Glad that you're here joining us on this lovely Thursday night. And speaking of lovely Thursday nights, is my co-hostess here yet? Excuse me. She's not. I might have to just go on without her. But we've had such powerful messages since the beginning of the year. First, we had the story of Jordan, the sextortionist, the 17-year-old who killed himself because of that. I just got attacked with it the other day. I didn't even send any naked pictures. And I got attacked. They threw up all my information because I was on a gay site. They were it's like, please. Now you're late. You're late to that party. That's already been done. You're 20 some. Yeah, you're real late. Yes, I came out of the closet when I was 2. But no, it's too late for that. That's like that song. It's too late, baby. Now it's too late. Yeah, totally. But the powerful story of that, and the first time ever that America has extradited people from another country, all the way from Africa, brought in 3 people, 52 Grayson, kick him off my show and ban him. I mean, I found 52. I look good for 52, girl. So I'll take it. Anyway, I don't remember what I was going to say. Don't ever put his comments back up there. He distracts me. I'm just kidding. Love Grayson. I've known him for a long time.
Really?
What? Now what's going on? Hey, hon, are you going to be at Pride the 15th of June? Well, I'm one of the new founders, me and Becky Beeman. We took it over, and I'm the president. Love you too, Grayson. And yes, I'm hosting the shows. I'll be on the main stage all day, hosting, bringing it on with Large Marge. She's my co-hostess. And we're going to be bringing on the acts. We have Rob Covert's going to be there from Flannel Planet, Covert Operation. I was in his band. I'm sorry, you guys. The weather and everything is killing me. I don't know about you guys. I almost wore sunglasses tonight because I have like this. My eyes have been red and irritated for 2 days, and nose and everything else has just been horrible. Oh, by the way, this is my if Mona was a truck driver look, this is how I would drive a truck. That's what my look is tonight. I've got my sleeve. I would have a tattooed sleeve. So that's what my look is inspired tonight, because we have truck drivers on with us, gay truck drivers tonight. We'll talk about that in a little bit later. Marge where is she? Is she coming?
I don't know.
Jeez Louise. But then we had oh my God, speaking of, did anybody else get the fan? Oh, it's got green on it, so my green screen's negativity be gone. Did anybody else get their fan? Oh my gosh, I love it. We had the powerful Bruce, and his message of hope and recovery and all that good stuff. And then we had who did we have? We canceled that show because my guest was sick. And then we had Dr. Lauren Michaels last episode. And tonight we have gay truck drivers. And speaking of gay truck drivers, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome my co-hostess, my friend and yours, Large Marge.
She's a ghost of lots of team that we adore.
She's got so much to say and a whole lot more.
What do we do? She's got the answers. So she got herself a camera and a microphone to join Mona Lots for the show. She's got sass and pizzazz. Her name is Large Marge. Who would have set the studio team to be exactly what we all need? Now the are always smiling. It's great to see. So much pain relief. And always has something funny to say. Her name is Large Marge, and that's just her way. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Large Marge, look at her. Yes, truck driver babe, yourself too. Lots of tea, Large Marge. How did you do this in less than an hour?
I did it in less than an hour for like $9 at the Dollar General.
And Dollar General.
I was like, how the hell do I not have a truck driver hat
and
all the accessories that I have?
Especially because your name is Large Marge.
Well, I think I missed the Von Dutch movement in the early 2000s, but we're here now.
We are here. We're here. We're driving trucks. We're
driving gay trucks in the background. You see that? My rainbow trucks. I love it. I love it. Yeah. You know what you get when you Google gay truck driver images?
Oh, I'm sure.
Lots of good stuff.
Yeah. You probably see a couple pictures of me at the Flying J. But we'll talk
are you what do they call those things? Lounge lot lizard? Lot lizard, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a lot lizard.
I've been one in my day or two. It was a fantasy come true. It was very erotic.
Was it like a role play thing? You did a lot lizard?
I didn't become a lot lizard. I knew I was. Got
I might do that for a night. It'd be fun.
Yeah, I don't know where straight girls meet. I guess you would have to be a lot lizard. We'll ask the guys when they get on. Truck Driver Network is here. Yes, they are. Oh, we got them. They were watching too. We're watching. These people are a blast. I love these guys that we have on tonight. Because I was on their show.
Oh, they have a show.
Yes, they have a network, the Gay Trucker Network. It is the LGBT
Breaker 69.
They might use that. We'll have to ask them. But right now we're going to do, we have not been given news. We've not been giving anything, updating on anything like that.
I know, it's been fantastic.
We've not had anything negative at all. We have not been able to record, but we're going to start this Sunday pre-recording our 2 shows to do lots of the spill the tea and the news and all that. So, but tonight I thought we'll catch up on some things, some major important things that we all need to be paying attention to that's going on in our country. Did you see my tattoo? I got tattooed before. Did you do that tonight? Did you get your sleeve done?
Oh, how'd you do that in an hour?
You may have done this, but I did this. Okay.
Dollar General is amazing.
I know, right? They do tattoos now, and in less than an hour, whole arm.
Did you get that at the Flying J too?
Yes. This one's a lick one. I just had a couple guys lick it and stick it.
Oh, you should have licked it and stuck it? Lick it and stick it. Yeah, that's the way they do.
I did. So we're going to go into some other news and give some of that. Are you ready? Here we go. So it's like, where do you start? Right? Because
I could sing the Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego theme song. We could start there. Be my own rockapella.
You could. This is we'll start here because it's all still the trans world. This has been over the last couple months.
It's been bad lately.
Still going after our trans people. This is what Republicans in West Virginia want to ban transgender people from public spaces, calling them obscene.
The whole state of West Virginia is obscene.
Well, that's big, and I can't say anything because that's my roots. My dad.
Oh, that's everybody I love is from West Virginia. What the fuck?
I know. Well, that's because you get the good genes because they keep reimplanting them into each other.
Reusing them.
Yeah. So it kind of sticks, and then you just become lovable. Yeah. Can you believe this crap? How do we do that? How do you?
They ban anybody from public spaces.
Ban them. Yeah, public spaces walking down the street. How do you get to your car?
Right. Or they mean like Target public space.
From public spaces. That's anywhere.
Anywhere public.
Anywhere public.
Well,
I'll look up the bill. I didn't have time to look up this one. I looked up the other ones just to see what they were at. Everything's still pending. I don't know where this one's at. And I can't remember what the bill number was.
Well, they should lick that bill and stick that bill right.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Lick it and stick it. Right.
Lick it and stick it right up that bill.
I don't know why we have to. I just don't understand why we attack these poor people. Just leave them alone.
2020 law or the Hungary 2023 law that did exactly the same thing. This bill basically goes through 70 different. A horrifying new bill has just dropped in Indiana, House Bill 1291, that would end all legal recognition of transgender people in the state, perfectly mirroring the Russia 2020 law or the Hungary 2023 law that did exactly the same thing. This bill basically goes through 70 different pages of code in Indiana, and it writes trans people out of it, refuses legal recognition, but it does something even more than that. It goes and it amends the section on marriage equality, and it defines marriage as between one biologically sexed person and another, specifically writing trans people out of it, but also preparing for the overturning of Obergefell one day, because these states do plan eventually to try to bring back anti-gay marriage laws. They're coming for everybody. They were never just going to focus on transgender people. This bill has a very real chance of passing. Actually, 6 other states passed similar legislation last year, although these bills are starting to get worse every year. Florida has a very similar one that would revoke driver's licenses of transgender people if the gender identity does not match their assigned sex at birth. This is horrifying, and I hope that Indiana can stop this hateful legislation.
Now Indiana's doing it too. Would they just pick Florida up and throw it in the Midwest?
Well, they are. Yeah, Kelly, you're absolutely right. They are everybody else.
Absolutely, they are just like everybody else. Yes,
America, because they just are. They This is the way I said it. I don't know if anybody remembers me saying this when it's all first started coming out, and I had enough. I don't know if I said it on the show. I said it to somebody I knew because I was tired of hearing them say, "Well, you're never gonna have a kid, so you're not really a woman." Nobody fucking cares. We're not talking about having kids. We're talking about being comfortable with who you are when you look in the freaking mirror.
I'm never gonna have a kid.
Getting boobs.
I am still a woman.
Right. Getting
last time I checked.
Getting breast. Even if you don't have the reassignment surgery below, getting breast and looking in the mirror and having the look and feel like a woman is no different than a heterosexual woman who looks in the mirror and hates her nose and gets a nose job. No different.
Correct.
It's plastic surgery to make themselves feel better about who they are.
Well, and it also, it goes a lot to the fact that, like, if you truly believe you are a woman, you should be allowed to present as a woman. Yeah. Should be allowed to be who you are.
Right.
No matter, nobody gets a say in that. These are like 7th grade bullies running the country these days. Like, you can't wear those pants. You look stupid with that bow on. Like, you don't get to choose these things. Like, what the fuck are we doing that this is the shit we're worried about these days? Yeah, We've got so many bigger fish to fry. Indiana, you can suck it.
Right. These are all spill the tears, but we're just doing it as the news because. So she touched there on Florida, right? On the Florida license.
We don't want to touch Florida with a 10-foot pole. Ever.
They already look like a dick. They are dicks. Here's what they're doing.
Even face revocation of their license, as well as civil and criminal penalties. A memo sent to the Florida Department of Highway Safety.
Oops. I don't know why they're all there.
For trans people in Florida. Of an extremely significant development for trans people in Florida. The state of Florida has now decided that all trans people who have incorrect or misrepresented gender markers on their driver's licenses could be guilty of fraud and could even face revocation of their license, as well as civil and criminal penalties. A memo sent to the Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles reads that gender, whenever it comes to driver's license, is actually a synonym for biological sex, even though there's nothing in Florida law to support this. It also states that no longer will any DMV in Florida allow changes to driver's license gender markers. This appears to be getting out ahead of a couple of bills that are moving through the Florida House. The Florida House Bill 1637 and House Bill 1233. These bills would actually make it against the law to change your driver's license gender marker. Many people in Florida have seen these bills coming through the legislature and have said that, okay, I'm going to go and get my driver's license updated early. But it seems that might no longer be possible. This is a unilateral action by the Florida executive branch. We've seen DeSantis take other unilateral actions like this before, such as whenever he banned gender-affirming care through the Board of Medicine. And this is a concerning trend because we are seeing other states do similar things. Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey did a similar ban on gender-affirming care. We also see in Virginia, Glenn Youngkin has unilaterally made it so that schools have to ban trans people from bathrooms. This takes the cake. This is as bad as it gets. This puts trans people in Florida at risk of criminal penalties. Now, we don't know how this is going to actually be enforced, and certain people that I've spoken to say that legally, this is something that is against the law, like they can't do this. But we've seen Republicans do it anyway, and this might take a little while to challenge in court. So if you're in Florida, please be aware of this. This is a very significant development.
Whatever you do, don't pee in Florida unless you're peeing on the state of Florida.
Right.
Florida is like, it's a cesspool right now for this bullshit. And it's just, they're the worst of the worst, really. But my problem is that it's bleeding over into all these other states who are now like, because Florida's doing this. Let's do this now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's take away everybody's civil rights to just be who the hell they are.
Yep.
And the driver's license thing, I don't know. Maybe if you're watching this podcast and it doesn't occur to you that, like, what's the big deal? You can't change your sex marker on your driver's license. I can't tell you, like, how incredibly important that is. It's important for multiple reasons other than it just makes you like really feel like you're living your truth. It's also important for, I would imagine, for safety reasons, because if you are pulling over a female transgender woman and their gender marker on their driver's license is an M,
right,
that is opening the door for some hate crimes.
A lot.
That blows the door wide open for hate crime.
Yes.
So they're really pushing shit back 1,000 years there.
Yeah, it's disgusting. And then Florida once again.
And you accuse somebody of being transphobic, you might have to fork out $35,000. That is if a new bill passes, Senate Bill 1780, which states that accusations of homophobia or transphobia are automatically defamation. It gets worse than that, though. You cannot use the person's religious or science-based beliefs, quote unquote, to prove the truth of your allegation. So this means that if a pastor gets up and starts shouting out anti-trans rhetoric, you cannot call that pastor transphobic because the pastor can say, this is my religious-based beliefs, so you can't prove that I am actually transphobic. That pastor can then sue you for $35,000. This doesn't just apply to calling somebody transphobic. It also applies to doing this online, to posting about it on social media. It applies to newspapers and TV outlets. It even removes all journalistic protections for defamation. The bill comes from Senator Brodier, who has also been made famous for previous anti-free speech bills. For instance, last year, he actually sponsored a bill that would make it a requirement for all bloggers that criticize the government to have to register with the state of Florida. This is just the latest in a slew of anti-trans bills that have been proposed this year in Florida. We'll have to follow it to see what happens.
I mean, guy's just got to be an idiot.
Come on.
That guy is just talk about crushing your freedom of speech.
Right? How stupid.
$0 though, I could probably call him an asshole.
Yeah. You just can't call him transphobic.
Can't call him transphobic or homophobic, but I can tell him that you're a dick. I tell you, you're a dick. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus help us. Yeah. And then I threw this one in here just for fun, for shits and giggles, because it's funny. I laughed at it. We'll go to another state.
Read a lot of bills around the LGBTQ panic that is currently sweeping the nation, but this one just takes the cake. It is the most ridiculous bill that I have ever read, and that is saying something because I've read a whole lot of bills. Senate Bill 3084 in Oklahoma would target furries in school and would require animal control to go and pick them up. This is the most ridiculous bill that I've ever read. Somebody apparently heard the Libs of TikTok hoax. There were litter boxes in classrooms, which, by the way, was a hoax. There are no litter boxes in classrooms anywhere, and decided that this was such a pressing concern that they needed to file a legislative bill addressing the issue. Now, I don't know what's going to happen to all of the high school mascots in different schools in Oklahoma if this bill passes. I doubt this bill is going to pass. But this just goes to show how far the anti-LGBTQ hysteria and how far the anti-LGBTQ panic has gone. They feel the need to file bills like this addressing hoax litter boxes in classrooms.
And I actually love that. I love that. Keep them busy with that kind of bullshit, and they won't be able to pass any of these transgender laws.
That's animal control probably coming in with a noose, putting it around your child's neck and yanking him out, putting him in a cage.
You know, all those animal control guys are actually furries in their spare time, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Speaking of furries, we're going to go to a commercial break and come back with a couple of furry guys.
For vagina waxing? Oh, okay.
Oh, geez. I've already warned them about you in the meeting before the show. They're ready for you. I said, you may hear things.
You ain't met a truck driver yet.
We'll be back after these words from our sponsors.
Hey everyone, it's Mona Lots. You know, everyone always asks me where I get my beautiful necklaces from. Well, that's easy. It's Team BFF from Paparazzi. Look them up on Facebook. They're easy to find. Team BFF from Paparazzi. Where would my social media be without Kish Photography? They offer various photo sessions, an outside-of-the-box experience offered by doing these sessions in select locations that are not confined by walls. Angel has a selection of prints of various scenes and animals that are available for purchase as well. Kish Photography.
Are you and your family looking for the perfect puppy? Well, what if I told you that would be simple? You'd probably say that I was crazy, right? Because we all know raising a new puppy is never simple. But Truvy and her littermates went through what is called puppy culture, where they were given obstacles and challenges at the early age of 2 weeks old. They listened to fireworks and thunderstorms, so they're used to it. And they don't respond to it when it happens. Many other things, just like being housebroken and crate trained. She even sits down when it's time to eat instead of jumping all around like a crazy puppy. You don't believe me? Here, watch this.
Mommy Jill has made a good impression, hasn't she? Because her sits every day when I get your food, and I'm going to go over here because we're going to put a little water in. She's so excited about it. And watch, she'll go sit. And she'll go over here and sit. Sister's a good girl. She waits her turn. A little water in it. Watch this excitement right here. And I'm going to put a little water in that right here. And it goes right to her bowl. There knows where her bowl is. And eats her breakfast.
So, if you're ready for that perfect puppy, contact Jill at 440-858-7273 or contact her at Facebook at Muddy Puppy Farm. Puppy's so good, you'll be glad they're a muddy puppy. And Truvy has 3 of her sisters still left back at the farm. They're looking for the best homes, so contact Jill today.
Oh my god, you guys. I just thought that I was hitting the video button, but I hit the take a picture button, and we're gonna look at this is what my picture looks like right here. But anyway, listen. No. Earlier, I took 2 of these gummies. Oh. Okay. All right, they were delicious. Oh my god. All right, bye.
Hi,
I
welcome
just
back.
like to address Chris that we don't need to ask how the tails are put into the furries. I'm well aware.
Don't ask how the tails are put on in. Oh yeah, that's not furries. That's the pups. That's the pups. That's the leather community. That's a whole.
Oh no, the furries do it too.
Oh, do they? They do the butt plug.
Foxtail with a butt plug. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Who knew?
Rhinestone butt plug and a foxtail.
Wow.
Hey, You know what? I told a dirty joke in the private chat, and I think everybody hates me now, so they've probably bailed on our show. You might want to bring them on before they get a chance. I asked them if they knew what West Virginians call being a Coke can. This is Olivia's favorite joke.
West Virginian
vibrator.
Oh, I thought it said West Virginia.
Probably because I can't spell anything but vagina.
And I just found this out. Our one of our guests is from West Virginia.
Yeah, that's why I was telling him the joke.
And you saw that moving to Florida. He's I don't know what it is. I don't know. But welcome, Bobby.
Looking for it.
Coffey-Loy. Hi. Oh.
How are you guys?
Oh, I told Angel to bring him on. How are you?
Doing pretty good.
Good to have you on. What's that?
I was like, entertained so far.
Yeah, right. Oh, you never know. I told you you're in for a treat. You just never know what's going to come out of these mouths.
But yeah, I'm from West Virginia and getting ready to move back to Florida. I lived in Florida for 7 years. And the funny thing about that is, like, I know you're reading all that, but like, I feel the reason these bills get passed is literally because when you live in Florida, like, I don't feel like people, I might get attacked for saying this, but like, I don't feel like people care because when you're there and you're living in Florida, like, they don't think that these bills are going to pass. They don't think these things are going to happen. And it's so carefree when you live there. Nobody really cares if you're gay or bi or whatever or trans. And so, like, in today's society, I feel like people don't vote. They don't get out or whatever or trans. And
no, absolutely.
Like, in today's society, I feel like people don't vote. They don't get out or whatever or trans. So,
no, absolutely.
Like, in today's society, I feel like people don't vote. They don't get out or whatever.
Why are we on a loop? No, absolutely.
What are we on a loop about?
What is happening? You're looping him.
I'm sorry. For some reason, my phone was on our thing. Was on the thing.
That
and I
was
wondering
insane.
why. I was like, why does Bobby keep repeating himself?
A seizure.
Yeah, I was nervous for a minute.
I was trying to smell burnt toast, but I wasn't getting anything, so I'm like, we're okay.
I tasted purple.
Tech wrong.
No.
I'm tasting.
But sorry,
I do agree that people don't vote, and it's funny that you say that about how just carefree Florida is, because I used to describe Ohio as we're the state that just don't give a fuck. Like, because nobody cares. And it's unfortunate, though, that they keep trying to pass these laws and then nobody goes out and votes against them. Because then they think they can just keep doing it.
Moving back, like, I want to make a difference and I want to go back. And, you know, there's all these people saying that they want to leave the state. And I'm like, no, don't leave. Stand up and make a difference. Fight.
Yeah.
Right.
And fight.
Yeah, don't flight. Yeah.
But does it make a difference? I mean, does the voting count? Does it? I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Anymore, I don't know, because once you get electorals and all the other stuff, like once you get everything in, and then you have so many people that feels like that they don't matter when voting. But at the same time, I still feel that, you know, if people didn't stand for a difference and a change, then we wouldn't be where we are today. And then you have to just stand up. You have to stand up and you have to fight.
Yeah.
You know, what's really funny is I had even addressed that, you know, back in the day, and I'm not saying like fighting as like doing anything like negative. I'm nothing like that, but I just like to make yourself be heard. And, you know, there's a lot of people, we've even asked as organization ourselves to bring, I was like, you know, what if we bring like 20 trucks to a rally and circle a Capitol and just let our horns be heard and things like that. And there's so many people that's like, no, we don't want to do that. No, we don't want to like stir the pot or stir trouble. And I'm like, but that's literally making people hear you. You know, there is slow rolls, there's rallies that happens, there's things like that. And there's been people that turn that down. And I don't understand why they would turn that down, because getting out there is the only way that these bills and the stupidity is going to stop.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Standing up against it. Yeah.
And I don't want to go too much further. I want to bring out your not your husband. He's not with us right at the moment. Correct?
No, it's my bestie.
But this is your bestie, right? Your bestie, you're Dusty.
Yeah.
He's Dusty. He is.
Yeah,
Dusty, isn't he? He's been on the road. That's why you gave him that Care Bear. We have the wonderful Jesse here.
I'm so confused.
Uncle Jesse, where are you?
It's already
Hi. Is it because maybe it's because I don't have a
Can you hear me?
Let me see.
I can hear you, but I can only see Mona.
Hold on.
Do we not have the ability to do a 4-way?
Yes. I'm going to do it right now.
I haven't done a 4-way in a long time.
Oh my gosh!
I did one last weekend. It was great.
Jesus.
I was afraid for a second you was in the parking lot doing your second extracurricular activity as being a lot lizard, but you know.
Well, you know, I was gonna tell Mona, you know, if she really wants to, I can teach her how to do it.
I bet.
Teach me how to be a lot lizard.
To learn with being a lot lizard, like, is there really a lot to learn?
Look, he has backlighting.
Girl, I had natural abilities, so there was no learning about it.
Right. Besides doing the origami with your body in the back of the truck, I'm not sure how much there is to learn.
He doesn't have Grinder on his phone. He has just Grinder written on the side of his truck. Right?
Don't think I wouldn't do it.
It's the Grinder Recruitment Center for Jazz.
Yeah.
Fat, or as Bobby calls it, because I don't use Grinder. I'm fat, so I don't use Grinder because, you know, nobody's fat. Nobody likes fat guys on there. No, girl, I use what Bobby calls Fat Fuck City.
What is that?
I'm sorry, what is this? Wait, what? Back I'm sorry, what?
Bobby calls the app that I use, Bobby calls it Fat Fuck City.
What do you
But
use?
it's actually,
What is
it's big, it's Bigger City.
What's it
Bigger
called?
City.
It's called Bigger City. Bigger and then City.
That's
Bigger
the name
City.
of the app?
I will see you tonight on that app.
That's the...
I'm on it. Right
There's
now.
a here right here.
Gonna download that bitch this second.
It's called Bigger City.
Yeah,
so like big boned.
No, girl, fat.
No, BBW, big beautiful.
Nice about it. I didn't want to say
not big boned, big boned my ass.
Sorry.
Literally.
So
my ass is big boned.
Oh jeez.
And look, I'm bound to being good tonight because I'm representing the organization, so I'll be good tonight.
Yes.
But
yeah, well,
outside,
you know what?
Outside of here, girl,
you're screwed because you're Large Marge. She represents my organization too, and it doesn't go too well.
Your co-host would be on the floor laughing and probably every shade of red after I was done.
Well, you know what? We say what we want here, but you follow your rules. But whatever, you're allowed to say whatever you want, however you want, on this show, and then you just ask for forgiveness.
I only turn red if you spank me.
Oh Lord.
Oh, what do you know? Me too. I like the wooden hole with holes in it.
Shit. So back to the show. Hi, ladies and gentlemen.
Me and my ex-girlfriend have a wooden paddle if you need to borrow it.
Ex-girlfriend.
I have 5. It's fine.
How many ex-girlfriends have you had?
I've had 5, but my ex-girlfriend is trans, and probably one of the most beautiful women you'll ever meet in your life.
I will. Okay, I was just wondering because.
And an ex-wife.
And an ex-wife.
I have an ex-wife as well. I was married to a cis female. You don't want to know You don't want to know that story because that story that will get the FCC on our ass.
Yeah, I don't. You're right because I'm a Gold Star gay.
I'm
Gold
no.
Star gay.
No. I have never been with a woman. I've never been with
Me
a
either.
woman sexually.
I have never been with a woman either.
Look, I enjoy the sausage as well as the slits.
Oh.
Gotta have your taco with your grinder.
No.
Amen, girl.
And and you can have a grinder sandwich. There's such a thing as that too. So you
been there, done that.
Yeah, great. So anyway, this is all we have taken the brakes off of the semi, and you know those ramps on the side of the mountain that you're supposed to go up if you have no brakes. We've passed it.
Oh my gosh, we have truckers on this show. I have to ask a question.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Excuse me, sorry.
This has nothing to do with anything, but what the fuck does no engine brake mean?
Yeah.
That is, inquiring minds in Ohio need to know this. What does that sign mean?
It depends on what kind of truck you're talking about.
Well, an engine brake is
everywhere.
allowed.
They say no engine brake.
Right. So you've ever heard like the really loud muffler sound?
Yeah.
That's
that.
So you're not allowed to do that in certain areas?
Yeah, so basically it's a sound ordinance. Sound ordinance in certain areas. They don't want
Why does Jim farts louder than those things? He's allowed to do that. I mean,
right.
But so it is a little scary.
So every time I see one of those signs, scream penis out my window real loud.
Bobby's truck, and then the guy you see here that's commenting, Derek, they have these really badass trucks that make those noises, and then you have my pussy truck that don't make those noises.
Well, that's because you've been married. That's why you have the pussy truck. If you were a butch homosexual, as you should have been, you know.
My pussy makes that noise.
Listen here. I'm a fat, pretty much all gay man who walks around in moo-moos and who wears them in the truck stop sometimes.
I love it. Do you wear a moo-moo?
Pretty much all gay man. I love that. That's pretty my new favorite phrase. Pretty much all gay.
Except when he's wearing his moo-moo. So the two of you are host. Well, no. Yeah, because Jess hosts as well.
Mm-hmm.
The LGBTQ plus Truck Driver Network.
Yes.
This is a talk show.
Yes.
It's an actual talk show that I was actually on 10 months ago. I don't really know why, because I'm not a truck driver, but I had a blast. We had a blast. Bobby was my co-host, or he was the host. He was my co-host for the day. He was the
Mona
host.
thinks everyone's her co-host.
Yeah, I know, right? We had a blast, and I've got a little clip that I want to show, and then we're going to talk about this is how much fun we had. But I want to talk about how this all happened. Oops.
I mean, I know. I mean, I live by a Flying J and a pilot. Like, they're 5 minutes from my house, so I know there are gay truck drivers. Like I said,
right.
But yeah, you don't really think of it that
way. Right. You don't.
And you do have to bridge gaps. I mean, I say that. I said this just the other week. We are the biggest community, the LGBTQ plus community, to be like, well, we demand respect and you need to treat us this way, but we treat our own people like fucking shit. Am I allowed to say that?
We do. We do.
Fat shaming and body shaming and all that.
Hell, even age shaming. I think you're in your 30s and you're too young. You're too old. Too old in your 30s. Like.
Yeah, but when you turn my age, I don't know how old you are. I'm 46, but when I turned 40 and got the daddy status, I was like, oh, this is fun. Because 30 sucked. I go, what am I going to do the rest of my life?
Well, I'm like 43, so that I'll tell you, like, we even had something happen here that was really kind of creepy.
Do you remember this?
In Bowling Green, I am sitting in front of this window right here. So this window to my left, and there's a window. I'm in like a corner area, a corner room. And someone literally had sent a picture to our Twitter of me sitting here, and it's a 16-year-old boy that said it's consensual for people in Kentucky at 16 to have sex, and he wanted a daddy trucker, and had sent a picture of me sitting right here. And I was like, "Are you serious?"
Oh, daddy!
I wish somebody would.
That's also my technique on how I pick up men as well.
Could you imagine? Bobby, what did you do?
Well, we've had weirder shit happen since then, girl.
Yeah, it's even updated now that like people has like car tagged my car, the air tags, so people can stick it on your car, and like so every time I leave the house, we've been dealing. This is actively still going on because it's escalated to this point to where every time I leave the house, I end up getting followed by a certain vehicle from a person that lives not far away. So they literally have like started to stalk me now.
Yes. You don't have to use that term lightly. Yes.
So yeah, that's where it's at currently. But I mean,
you even get a restraining order.
Well, I don't even know the person's name. I can't even tell you.
Who cares? Drive right to the police station with them.
It's just
drive right to the police station. Be like, I'm driving right now.
You know what? Walk out in your driveway with a vacuum cleaner and vacuum your driveway. They'll never talk to you again.
Or maybe they'll like you. Maybe they'll like you even more.
Yeah, possibly.
Like, that is very creepy. Oh my God. Is it like a stalker who is like interested in you and wanting, like, that is not okay.
No.
Right.
Like, are they safe stalker or are they scary stalker?
I mean, the 16-year-old I thought was kind of hot, like that he was taking pictures of it. He wanted a daddy trucker. I mean, I'm not saying I would be with a 16-year-old.
No, Mona, no.
It started very, what I felt like it was harmless. Now it's kind of like and other people use my car, and like if they take one of the vehicles
and
we have,
you're followed.
The same car will follow you in that car. So it's like,
no, that's dangerous. You need to get somebody involved in that.
That's been the last 2 weeks. That's the update for this past 2 weeks, basically.
I would be pooping my pants. You know what you do is you drive your car, you leave it somewhere.
Well, this started basically even a little bit creepier. Like 2 weeks ago, I got pictures on Instagram and Twitter, and then I blocked the account for that person. But there was literally somebody showing their genitalia standing beside my car in the driveway. You can
my God.
So then
now mind you, Bobby has a gated driveway. To me?
I don't know, and you know what? And I was very nice about it because I was like, I responded back and I was like, you don't have to be creeper stalker because this person's like, I mean, cute frat guy looking, young. I can't even tell you how old they are. They're just young.
He said, "You can."
I mean, your social media director would help out. I'm saying
this person could find someone with no problem. There's no reason.
But that's not what stalking is about. It's not like he's trying to actually get with you. That actually can get very dangerous very quickly. Like you really should report that. Because it's not like that's a power and control.
Yeah.
That's power and control.
Yeah, they just
that is not.
And then when I block something, they delete another thing, and then they'll resend another. They'll make another alias account or whatever, and so that's where we're at right now. So that's just kind of a developing thing that I need to
handle.
Don't sit on that lightly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not home either, so you have to think about that too. Like I was like, why would you stalk a truck driver? Because I'm all over the country, so you don't see me have time for 3-4 weeks at a time. So like to want to know when I'm home is just weird. I don't know.
Do you have a Ring doorbell?
I have 11 cameras on the first floor.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Everything's recorded and DVR'd and all that stuff. So, you know.
Believe me, you can't do anything weird in that house without him knowing.
Oh.
Believe me, there are pictures.
The one that has done things weird in the house. And got
there are pictures of me. There are pictures of me that get sent to me, and they're like, "Oh my God, why were you doing that?"
Right? And you're like, that wasn't me."
Like Bobby has a Christmas card.
Yeah, I've threatened with a Christmas card. I was like, "Girl, we're gonna send this out as your Christmas card, and you're laying on the couch eating Cheetos, watching TV, and scratching yourself."
Oh, how funny! Cheesy balls. Cheesy balls. It's Christmas trucker season. See, I could write a whole song. That's gonna be my album. I'm gonna write a truck driving Christmas album.
It could happen.
So what is your like TV show about? It's not TV anymore. I just aged myself 40 years. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So basically, we have LGBTQ plus Truck Driver Network, and I started that basically for just giving visibility to drivers and showing people who is behind the steering wheel. Because when you go past a truck, you don't really think, everyone's usually thinking scary truck, fly past, don't know. You don't think about the driver behind the wheel. So when we started Big Gay Trucker Podcast, it literally was for that reason. I wanted to give visibility and show who is behind the wheel. That way people can think a little bit farther past the truck, basically. Because when you're beside that truck, everybody just wants to fly past it, and then you don't think about it,
or flash their titties, or
trucks run 24 hours a day, so people literally just don't think about that when you're in sleep at night. There's still trucks moving all the time, and it's just for us, I run team with my husband, so our truck doesn't stop. Like most people, we stop to get fuel. Most people stops for 10-12 hours a day to take their break and sleep, but we don't.
You guys
so we're continuously moving at all times. So when you're a team, the truck, you have to get used to just the truck moving, and and I feel light and skinny sometimes because hit all these damn potholes going on the highway, and I'm like levitating off the bed back there, and so it's always
I-65 north.
But I mean, just think about the roads that we travel on every day, and then you're trying to get a restful night's sleep. And just imagine that one, going into some of the places. It's just crazy. But But that's
there are times I would love to strap a congressman or something to the front of my truck so they could really truly see what our real infrastructures are like. Because these are, we're spending millions upon billions of dollars on infrastructure every day, yet our roads look like hell, and that's why it costs so much for these trucks to be fixed.
Have you been to Ashtabula recently?
No.
I don't think I've ever been to Ashtabula, to be honest with you.
Don't bring your truck up through this motherfucker.
Look at how beautiful they are.
More potholes.
They come up Route 11 and onto Bridge Street. Look at their trucks. They decorate them.
Don't get on Route 20.
Well, they wouldn't take their semi on Route 20.
Oh, those are pretty.
We've had 2 Pride trucks. So we had the XBO Pride truck. That was the first one. And then we had the other Pride truck there. And we're getting ready to, these 2 don't exist anymore, but now we're getting ready to go with another truck that we have for visibility and stuff. So, and if we get it done, we possibly could bring it to your Pride that you're working on.
That'd be so awesome.
Do people still do
wait,
this?
Wait, hold on. I think Look, if there wasn't a truck parked in front of me with a man sleeping in it, I would so blow the air horn because mine actually has train horns.
Do it. I want to hear it.
You can blow my horns any day. That's amazing. People really do that still, huh?
Yes.
Oh God, yeah. Kids do it all the time still.
Yesterday, I'm driving down the road yesterday, I'm driving down Route 90, the freeway here, right by my house, and with my friend. And we're passing a truck, and he's like looking out the window. And then as we get close, he starts going. He goes, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm giving him something different to look at." He's like, "I always do something different." Give it, I was like, "That's actually kind of funny."
When I was little, my grandfather had a CB radio in his camper, and he'd make me get on there and sing songs to the truck drivers. Like I was like real little, like 5. I'd make me sing like "Look Whose Dog's in the Window" or something. I don't even know the name of that song anymore.
So
speaking of dogs, we all have trucker dogs that travel with us.
I love that.
Yeah.
So you have a little companion with you.
You get to take a puppy with you?
Yeah.
Now,
come here, Phoebe.
Bobby, and I love this. Oh, wait, we got
dog. Oh my God!
What's his name?
By the way, look, she's not spoiled at all. She don't have just because she has rhinestone.
She got a little rhinestone collar. She got dressed up for the show tonight.
She's got her rainbow dress on right now, and Uncle Bobby spoils the fuck out of her. Everything. Her name is Phoebe.
Yeah. Phoebe. Yeah. Phoebe.
And then Bobby has Tinkerbell and Brittany.
I have a little baby too. We don't drive trucks.
Yeah, when your dog Brittany barks, does it go? It's Brittany, bitch.
Pretty much, yes. Pretty much, yes.
You need to update that Truvy commercial because I'm pretty sure her 3 siblings have been adopted out.
She still has 2.
500 pounds now.
I was gonna say you just saw her last week. Tell everybody how big my dog is. She's not even 11 months.
Your dog is bigger than me, and that's saying something.
Next week. She's humongous, you guys. She just was when we were on commercial, trying to keep her up here. She was standing right here. She had her legs up here, and her face was right here. And I'm in a tall director chair, like up off the ground, like a tall bar stool almost.
I take a Phoebe, Tinkerbell, and Brittany any day.
And
over
look,
a big
I
dog,
tell you what,
your dog is freaking cute, Mona.
Going off what you were talking about earlier, you get the right person, you can have a guy, dressed like a furry doing that right next to you.
You know what? Get him off the show.
No,
a whole new meaning to it.
This is my soulmate. Truck, so. You can't take that away.
It gives a whole new meaning to good boy.
Yeah, true.
All right.
So with your show, I mean, you created Bobby. Now the best part is that Bobby's partner, his husband, his name is Ricky. So Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby.
Yeah.
Look, I knew it. Look at her. She's like, oh my God.
For a second. Right? Ricky Bobby. Is that not the best?
Well, when he first came on, I thought your last name was Coffey-Loy, and I was like, well, that sounds like my morning.
Coffey-Loy.
It looks like an morning. A and not an O. I thought it was like Coffey-Loy. It's like it's coffee and late every morning. That's wonderful. It's in his name.
So what are your topics that you guys you hit on your show, and when does it air?
Everything.
It usually airs on Saturdays, and we pretty much talk about everything. We even had we heard about sex on the road. We had a sex show where all of us talked about weird places we had sex and things that we've done, and we invited
different positions
of drivers on, and then we just had Michael Valentine. He was here because I really wanted to just kind of like we've talked about bridging the gap between.
Yeah.
A lot of people, when you're in the trucking industry, they're so much in their bubble in their truck, and it's their safe zone and their home. Some people don't have a home. That is their home.
Right.
And so they don't leave it.
Clean it.
Well, and they don't leave it. They don't want to leave it. So they don't leave their home when they're in certain cities. So I try to interview drag queens and drag kings and strippers, and no matter what, just trying to bridge that gap to get people in more safer zones to get out of their truck, and talk about mental health and how we all can like help each other by bridging the gap and doing this everything. That's why we go to events. That's why we do all the different things we do. So
it brings so much visibility, it seems, to people that you just never really see.
Well, like, because it's
it's a whole community,
right? And there's such that stereotype of I'm a truck driver, I'm a man, I got a girl, and I go fuck her when I get home. But we all have all the guys on Grindr, so we know that that's not true.
And plenty of fish. Don't test the thing about plenty of fish.
The thing about the mental health stuff is that everybody like you said, they think that truckers are supposed to be men, hardcore, stuff like that. Well, I'm sorry, it gets lonely out here. Even if you have a dog, sometimes it gets lonely.
Like, don't be looking over here.
Exactly, but it does.
Sorry, buddy.
It gets lonely, and you get in your head. That's the biggest fucking problem with me. I get into my head, and I start having arguments not only with myself, but with people that are not even actually happening. And so there are times where you have to reach out to someone. And there are times where drivers have panic attacks and they need somebody to talk to bring them down. And I just actually dealt with that just this last Saturday. And Bobby deals with it. He gets phone calls 2-3 o'clock in the morning sometimes from drivers saying, "Hey, I have a gun sitting next to me and I would like to put this bullet through my head."
Oh my goodness.
There are times when things that happen out here you would never imagine.
Wow. And I would imagine that getting just from my job, my real job, I would imagine that getting mental health services as a truck driver, especially if you're a long distance driver, is very difficult because as a therapist, you can only see people if they are physically in the state in which you are licensed. Right. So I could be anywhere, but my client has to be in the state of Ohio. So if you're traveling here, there, and everywhere, and you don't have a home base, really, I can't imagine you're getting access to mental health care.
Well, take that even a step farther, because even a step farther with that is the fact of not just mental health, but just health in general. Like going to any doctors, and a lot of people don't see like family doctors. They don't have a regular doctor to go to. Even to get in an emergency case, say that you're driving down the highway, think about the parking lots of the emergency rooms that you go to. Can a driver get a semi-truck to that place?
No,
not easily.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many things that happens along the road, but people don't think about that, the accommodation wise of actually getting a truck to that area. And then you talk about parking and safety. I mean, there's more incidents and accidents that happens right now of drivers who actually are driving through a parking lot and they run over another driver because they don't see them.
Oh my God.
This stuff happens all the time, and it doesn't hit main media news. It only, it just hits here or there, little small stuff. But these are the things we talk about, and we try to push out, safety and looking around you and getting out and looking at things and then talking to each other. And then I do get the phone calls 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and someone's saying, I'm sitting here with a gun and I want to kill myself. And, even people wouldn't think about the fact that I'm with my husband on the road. So you would think everything is happy and rainbows and sunshine. But I will tell you, when you're driving 10, 12 hours, they're trying to sleep in the back, and we only really interact about an hour to 45 minutes to an hour each day when we're changing shifts. So if I don't stay up and like impede into my sleeping time, then I really don't get to spend time with him, or he doesn't get to spend time with me. So I'm alone.
You're still alone.
I'm still
alone. You're trapped in a cabin of a truck, but you're really 2 ships passing in the night.
Right. Yeah. And sometimes bumping in the night, but
listen, I don't know. We took a 16-hour drive to Disney one time, and I about killed my husband about 3/4 of the way down there. So I don't know how you do it.
Well, there's moments I contemplate insurance policies, but there's that.
That's normal.
If Ricky's ever hit in a parking lot by a truck, we're gonna know.
It was a lot lizard that did it.
We saw nothing. We hear nothing.
Yeah.
And all joking aside,
Do you guys get like health insurance? Like, how does that work with, like, do you own your own? How does that, who's your boss?
Well, for me, it's different on who you ask. So he has a boss, but I technically am an owner operator. So it just depends on different areas of trucking and what you're in. So we own our truck, and Jess does not. So for people who are owner operators, if you don't go out and get your own insurance,
you got to go get self-employed insurance, like Marketplace and stuff like that.
Right. But for him, it just depends.
Even I have to get my own.
And it depends on if you're 1099. It depends on if you're a W-2 employee. There's a lot of things that
depends. Yeah.
It depends on the make access to healthcare even harder when you're paying that self-employment Marketplace insurance and you're probably making good money. That shit's not cheap, and the deductibles are ridiculous.
Hold on. Let me back that up a little bit. So everybody, that's another misconception about truck drivers, is that everybody says, oh, they're a truck driver, they make good money, they have a lot of money. Bull fucking shit.
You don't make good money?
There are times that we are completely flat ass broke. We have no money whatsoever. I was out for 2.5 weeks, pretty much, in between my last job and this job. And my bills stacked up.
You're not bills getting paid then. Well, unless you're doing a run, you're not getting paid.
Right.
Yeah,
and so
you're not getting paid. So,
but Bobby's an owner operator,
but it still doesn't add up like you think it would. But I will say, it depends on the driver. Jess is different compared to me.
I'm a shitty driver. I suck. Oh my god.
What would announce?
No, and you can ask anybody in the group. I'll be the first one to tell you. I only do between 400 and 500 miles a day, and I'll tell you what. Now, you guys probably think, "Oh my God, 400 or 500 miles a day—that's a lot." For a truck driver, that's shit. Right. Because most truck drivers drive between 600 and 750 miles a day.
And so, for me and Ricky, we move anywhere from 1,200 to 1,400 miles in one day.
Wow.
So
I don't even get 500 steps a day.
I can barely drive 14 minutes without wanting to do that.
We couldn't do it. I'll get behind the wheel and I sat there for 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours straight before I take a break, a 30-minute break, and then I continue on. So, I
take my child to school for 15 minutes in the morning, and by the time I get back 15 minutes later, I'm like, I need a 2-hour nap. I have narcolepsy. That's driving is a trigger for that. So.
Right.
I couldn't be a truck driver.
I hate driving. I hate it. There's no
way.
But some people, I don't know.
Somebody's making me nervous. I get scared of especially slushy.
People are stupid. Don't get me wrong. People are horrible out here.
So I have a really big question. Like, what are you guys hauling? What's the most exciting thing you've ever hauled, or do you not know?
If we told you, we'd have to kill you.
Oh.
Well, for me,
knew it.
The last 4 years, I've hauled high-value pharmaceutical and government loads. So that's pretty much what I've done for the last 4 years. But before that, we did like Tesla. And then I think one of the cool things was I got to go to Facebook headquarters, and we actually hauled all the Facebook servers from California all the way across to North Carolina.
Really?
And I thought that was kind of cool, just because it was just something.
I'm more excited about the high cost pharmaceuticals.
But I mean, so it just depends on what you do. I mean, I'm getting ready to switch jobs and go to do like mail freight. So I'll be doing mail and stuff like that.
You both are going to do that, or you're going to go separate now?
No, it'll be us together. It'll be us together.
Mail
in a small truck. In a small truck. So you guys seen those big trucks?
When
now he's
small,
in a truck like mine.
Like no.
Oh.
Not a cab in the back, or
well, there's a cab, but it's just basically a bed. So like our other truck that we had like a full
bathroom,
and a shower and everything inside of our truck. So like we've now
look at her.
We now switched down to a truck
some
that
luxuries.
No longer has any of that. It just is a bed and like a nightstand and a refrigerator.
A refrigerator.
I really am a lot lizard. I've never been in a truck that nice before.
Yeah, me neither. I've never been in one of those to be able.
And some people only seen the ones with the bed in the back.
Hey, jackass! It's not the Indy 500.
Some people do say that drivers don't make enough money. So I'll put this out there. Some drivers, on average, when you first come in, you have to. I was in business and I was so used to, you have to climb the ladder up to do everything and you earn your respect and your employment and all that type of stuff. Well, trucking is a little bit different. So like when you come into trucking, you go to a really crappy school. They basically push you through to get to learn what you need to learn. And then you have to just look at it. You have starter companies. And then you go from a starter company. And then the more experience you get, a year in, 2 years in, 4 years in, there's different companies that you're going to qualify for. So it's not the same. Like you can stay at the same company, but you're only going to make like 50 cents a mile. And so
you get paid per mile?
Yes.
Yeah. I do.
So some people get paid per mile, but then you get to a point where, Jess is lucky sometimes to make $800 a week to $1,100 a week. I used to make that bussing tables and like serving, and I used to make that on the weekends. But
I was bussing tables. Where was that at? Because I'll go get a job there.
But and so
clearly you all have not been to Ashtabula.
Yeah.
And so my thing about that is, you can get yourself to a point where you're making $2,000, $2,500 or more a week, and that's good money. It is good money. But then when you figure that you're a team and your husband,
look, it's Mary's girlfriend.
Both of you bring home like $3,000 to $5,000
really?
a week. You can make really good money in the industry.
Oh yeah.
So like for us, we were at a point of anywhere from $12,000 to $16,000 a month. That's what we were used to making. So now we're taking.
I needed a cigarette after I heard that. Are you and you're married? That's unfortunate.
I am, but and then now we're taking another adventure by going up higher, because now owning the truck, even though we do take more responsibility because we're responsible for tires and all the maintenance and all that stuff, but we can make, instead of the $10,000 to $12,000 a month, we can make that in a week. So
she just had a little stroke.
Marge, let's take it on the road.
I can't. I have narcolepsy. They'll
now
never
listen.
let me have the CDL.
Look. Now listen.
Driver's license.
We'll make Angel drive. We'll sleep in the cab.
Now look. And I hate to say this,
I'll be the DJ.
There are drivers actually who make more than that per week. They make $15,000 to $20,000 a week.
What?
And more.
Why was I turning down all these truck drivers? I was meeting out plenty of fish.
But I'm going to the parking lot tonight.
Married a fucking teacher. What the hell?
Dude, I'm going down to meet some.
Ashley, go to bed. Do something.
Get your ass to the Flying J. Meet yourself a man.
It depends. It depends on how you drive. It depends on what you want to do. Some people just come in because they want to retire. They're like 70 years old. They go get their CDLs at 70. I'm not joking. We went to people in their 70s, and they just wanted to retire.
Trans drivers.
And they're just the people that, they're comfortable with $1,000 a week. So each of them make about $1,000 or whatever. And they make like $2,000 a week. So for them, that's $8,000 a month. And they've sold off everything they have and bought an RV somewhere. And
Marge will have a new theme song.
We can't tell my husband any of this, because he'll be like, I'm quitting my job. I'm going to go be a truck driver. I'll see you in 5 years.
Right.
No, I will tell you this.
He loves driving. He could do it all day long.
Yeah.
No idea. I have no idea.
Just doing that. I mean,
yeah,
you could do it.
I will tell you this much too: is that the transgender community, there are quite a few transgender drivers, and it's because in trucking, you can start into trucking as, and I hate to say it like this, but as Michael, and within 2 years you're Michelle, and nobody knew anything about it.
Nobody saw it. Yeah, nobody watched the transition.
Before coming into this, I never thought about it either. I really didn't. But you have to think about, there are some people that even research each company. They see what insurances they have and if it covers trans care and trans health care, and if it covers their surgeries. So there's places that people have, friends of mine that have went, and they're all bundled up in a hoodie after a surgery, driving semi-trucks with stitches and everything, just because you have to think about, they're not really seen in the public. So therefore, they can bundle themselves up.
It's a little bit safer.
Kind of like repair on the, recuperate on the road and from surgeries and everything. But people don't think about that. That's another part of it that you just don't think about it. You don't think about who's behind the wheel of that truck.
Right.
I love you guys. Mona, you've been getting some really good guests lately. I love this whole idea of your podcast. I love all of it. I love your guys' personalities. This is awesome.
They're blast, right? Now you have to have me and Marge on together.
Podcast now. I don't listen to podcasts, but I'm going to listen to this one. I'm excited.
Hey, listen. Well, here. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Before that comes out your mouth. I'm the one who does the scheduling for the podcast. So, Large Marge, if you ever really want to be on a podcast, let me know, and I'll put you in one of our open dates.
Yeah, do it. Get around there.
I would love to.
I think that she would be great. I think both of you would be great for our upcoming women's empowerment show.
Women's empowerment show.
Let's do it together. Can we do a show together though? Can we do it together?
Yeah, we could do something like that. I think that'd be fun.
I'm good at empowering women. Wow.
Yeah, me too.
That's cool.
So because March is Women's History Month. And so what Bobby's idea was, to the very last Saturday of the month, is to do a women's empowerment show, which we've actually tried to do one before, but everybody had these different things going on, so they couldn't do it. So this way we can work on it for a month and then have a set bunch of women to do the show at the end of the month.
That's the 30th.
I wear my hat that I made today in 60 minutes.
Come back
Bitch, you can wear anything you want.
You can come back a couple months later and we can do another sex talk show too, though.
Yes. Yes.
I'm a fascinating one for that. What?
Hear us roar. Speaking of sex talk, not really, but let's just look at this real quick.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
hey, I know that bitch. That's my drag mama.
That lady.
I don't know.
That is my drag mama.
That would be me.
That's you?
Yeah, that's He's a truck driver. He's a drag queen.
Oh, you look like Marilyn Monroe. So pretty.
Isn't it beautiful?
Oh, that's beautiful.
He is actually he's a crowned queen.
Yeah.
I've had
wow.
Back from my West Virginia days, when I used to be in West Virginia, I was a queen for years there, and the good old Driftwood down in Huntington and Stonewall in Huntington, forever ago. Now I'm showing my age.
No, not at all. You're lucky my cousin Brian's not in here because he would know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have to come to our Pride with your truck.
You come to Pride, we come to Pride and perform. Do one number.
Yeah, we can do that.
I'll introduce you.
Please.
I'll introduce. I'm introducing.
Come out of your
truck.
So
how many trucks would you like?
Oh.
Well, I don't know how much room I have for. I mean,
normally my back door only holds 5.
Oh, she is. This will be her. She'll be like, back that big.
Bobby. She'll be. Look, she's gonna be one of those that's gonna volunteer to be in a G-string, staying on the back of the truck for you.
Oh no, honey, I got too much gun for a G-string. Way too much gun.
Oh my god!
It's dental floss. Then you look like a pot roast.
We could put a truck at each end of the street.
Okay. That would be so cool. Yes.
Yeah.
And so what's really cool, as long as I'm still in this truck, I can wrap this truck in anything I want. My owner is one of our vetted companies, actually.
Oh, cool.
And so, yeah.
And so that's
this would be awesome.
Is we even went further and we started vetting companies so that we knew that it was a safe place for drivers to work at. And then we talked to them about, if someone's a trans driver, and there's so many little areas. Our team is small, but it is amazing that all the people volunteers their time. And, Derek is one of them. He's actually the person that does a lot of our vetting. But I will tell you, everybody's a driver. So imagine doing your everyday life in a truck, going down the highway, plus trying to make an organization, a podcast, and everything else go on. And then you're still paying your bills at home and doing all the other stuff. So you're doing all that in the truck at the same time. And then you're organizing, going to events, and it gets a little crazy at times. But the team that we have does make it happen. It makes it happen. We have.
I want you there.
I feel like to break out an "I Am Woman" song.
And if by any means you are in the market to have to give money away for charity, we are taking sponsorships for Pride 2.
So are we.
Hustling.
He said, so are we.
You little hustling lizards.
Right off that shirt.
So
no,
the only thing you may have to ask, the only thing I will say you may have to ask is just to make sure that they will allow you to have a truck there.
Oh yeah, we will. Well, yeah, they take semis down there to unload at the restaurants and stuff.
No, you probably have to get a permit to park it there.
Yeah, bring the concrete.
Probably got to get a permit. Becky, get on that permit. Becky, permit.
Asshole! You're fucking close enough. Sorry.
I thought he was talking to Becky at first. I'm like,
I just got hit.
You got hit?
Yeah. So how I'm parked, this guy was backing up. Which it doesn't bother me. I mean, my trailer is a piece of crap anyway. But he backed into he kind of backed into my trailer. He bumped it.
Just kind of bumped and grinded it there for a minute.
Back that big Mack truck right into the garage.
Don't sing my song. That's the one song you cannot have.
That's Cardi B.
That's the one song you cannot have.
The one song you cannot have.
I don't want it.
Park my big Mack truck right in the little garage. You got to do it. If you're going to do it right, you got to do it right. I got macaroni in the pot. All right.
See?
This was exciting. I love this show.
It was a great show. Thank you guys. We went way over, but who cares, right? We still have people watching. And
thank you guys so much.
Yes, thank you so much.
I can't wait to meet everybody in person.
Yes, please. I will get on it asking about bringing 2 semis down. It's just the trucks, not the trailers.
Right.
Yeah. It would probably actually be like 3 or 4 if you need extra.
Just see and get back to us.
Do you have a stage made by chance out of a trailer?
No,
but we do have someone that could
get a flatbed. We have a friend who could do that possibly.
Let me think about that.
Hey, Derek, are you still on here?
I'm gonna park that big Mack truck right in this little garage.
And we'll
I can't thank you. That's gonna be in there all fucking night.
Yeah, you'll be dancing. You'll never get her off the trailer.
And see, you can take selfies on the truck. You can hang offside the truck. You can go sit inside of it and everything.
We will do our.
I've never been so happy to be called trailer trash in my life, Mona. Thank you.
So also,
thank you.
Wow.
Jesus,
I'm glowing.
On that note, jeez. Thank you guys so much. I had a blast. It was good. This was refreshing. It was something different for us to, have on and talk about. We're always bringing some type of positivity, helping, hurting people, whatever. It was so good to learn the ins and outs, and what the gay community deals with is truck drivers, and I love it. And I'm going to get a hold of you guys, and we're going to definitely discuss about June.
Okay.
Mary, your microphone went out.
Remember, if you can you hear me now?
Now we can. Don't move. Come on.
Okay, cool. Sorry, and I'm gonna have to call my stepmom back. Shoot, that's fine. Whatever. if there's any truckers listening, always remember you're not alone. There are more of us out here, and if you think you are alone, reach out to us at the LGBTQ plus Truck Driver Network, and we are always there for us, everyone.
Is that where they would contact if they need help, if they want to talk to somebody, whatnot?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, our number is on there, all of our contact information, and you can be anonymous
on
when
Facebook.
you reach out to us and everything. So we're on every social platform pretty much. So
awesome.
Wonderful. Well, I appreciate you two so much. Anything you want to say? Well, Jesse, you already said what you wanted to say. That was beautiful. Anything you want to leave the audience with, Bobby?
There was a really special thing that happened here recently, and just before, I know that we're kind of running a little long, but the Hearst Journalism Awards program awarded a girl, her name is Rihanna Johnston, and if you want to check out that video on our page and everything, it's basically a small mini documentary that's like 9 minutes long. It was supposed to start as about the organization itself, but during that time, a week into filming, we found out that my mom had a massive brain tumor, and she was only given about like 2.5 weeks to live. Mom actually lived 5.5 weeks, but it documents the whole entire time, and pretty much us as an organization. She was mom to everybody, and I had lost dad 10 months prior. So I buried my mom and dad pretty much back to back last year.
Oh my gosh.
And mom passed on December 28th, and the organization, everybody has come together, but this young aspiring journalist filmed everything, and it is so touching. So if you haven't seen it, please go to our page or YouTube and watch it. But the really amazing thing is she just actually won the Hearst Award, and she actually is going now to California to compete on a national level, and it's all for this film. And I just think it's amazing. And now she's been reached out by Out Magazine, Advocate Magazine, a couple other things. Everybody's wanting to feature this. So
for this
documentary, cool thing.
That's something to be so proud of. Absolutely.
Wow.
It was just meant to happen.
She's
but
very, very talented.
The life of the organization. It shows the life of the driver behind the scenes and all the footage, but then also shows mom's funeral and everything else. So
oh my God.
It's very touching. And mom knew, mom told her, you need to continue.
She's like, I will be on this TV show. Thank you very much.
She's like, you need to film it. So I would love for anybody that is watching, if you haven't watched it, please go ahead and do that.
I'm gonna have
to absolutely, yeah.
You will ball your eyes out.
Is it? Can you like share it from your page?
Yeah, I can. And there's actually a whole entire documenting page also for the whole thing about it.
Oh wow!
I'll post that right on my wall. Post that right on my wall.
Very good. Yeah.
Sure if you haven't, it gives you a little more insight about how our life goes day by day. And
oh, that's so cool. Can't wait to watch it.
Let's
very
do movie
night. Let's do movie night.
All right. Well,
thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys so much for parking your Big Mac trucks in my little garage tonight.
Jesus. See what I mean?
I haven't yet.
I will get a hold of you for sure.
I think Large and Marge would have like an after-hour show together.
Well, that's going to be our plans for our new, because we go live the first and the third Thursday. We're going to pre-record the second and the fourth Thursday.
He's going to edit me out on the second and the fourth.
I'm not editing.
He's going to bleep me.
But it'll be more of it's more like the after hours party, you know.
I love it. No bleeping. I love it.
All right. Good night, honey. Wow, what a great night.
That was so much fun. And I know we went long, but sometimes I like it long. Sometimes I like a little D and sometimes I like it long. So I think this was well worth going long for.
It was. And we are going to do a little giveaway real quick. #trucker. We've got this beautiful little Joni necklace. And it's coming with a beaver sticker. I want a beaver sticker.
I want a beaver.
New Slay Bitch sticker there of the Evil Queen.
The Slay Bitch is so good.
#trucker.
So good.
Isn't that cute? Angel did a good job on that.
Angel did an amazing job on that.
#trucker for the winner. Chicken
#trucker.
#trucker.
After this podcast, coming up our next show. The Von Dutch. I don't know. After this podcast, I'm just sad I missed the Von Dutch movement. Like I just
know, right?
looks good on me.
Our next show is April. Our first show in April, right?
No, March 21st.
Oh, what is that show?
Anniversary show.
I keep saying that. Good Lord Jesus. I keep forgetting that the next show is our anniversary. A whole year in the making.
Wow.
March 16th is our anniversary, but the next show is the 21st. We're going to have on our favorites. Kim Spoon will be here from our first episode. We will also be having Brandon Lanai. That's your little movement there, where we discussed with her about all the things in the Chardon. We also have Cat Piss, my daughter Cat Piss is going to be on. She's also coming to be at Pride. She's coming to spend the night before. She'll be here all weekend. Can't wait for that. You're going to be wrong. Wait till you see her write up in the newsletter. It's really awesome.
I'm so excited.
She is going to be here, and she's bringing a really awesome. No, she's not. She was bringing an ally, and they just got diagnosed with cancer. So keep them in your prayers. I know they're all just like devastated over it. Like it's really. I don't think that she. Yeah, but Kat will be here, and she's going to be on our anniversary show. And Todd, the author Todd, that you didn't get to meet.
I didn't get to meet Todd.
The author that wrote all of the drag books, the Who's Who's.
Yes.
He's going to be our other special guest. We were going to get Ryder Slowly too, but he is busy that night, so he will not.
I don't know if I can handle Cat Piss and Ryder Slowly in the same night.
I know, right? We'd be smelling ammonia and licking sweat. But so right now we're going to go ahead, Angel, bring that up. We've got hashtag Trucker for the
hashtag Trucker, Becky, Pam, or Chris.
Becky, Pam, or Chris. Is that only the people that did it?
The only ones that they've hung on to the end.
Like they've never won anything in their lives. Becky Beeman! Oh, you like this necklace? It's so you.
Yeah, I shall love that. That'll be great.
Really cute. And then my video camera, does not even do it justice. It is really, really super cute. You'll love it. Yay.
This is the paparazzi, actually. This is an old Z. This is a very old Z. Yeah. Bling.
Chains galore. It's like one necklace of chains. I love it.
Oh, that's beautiful. Your hair, by the way, tonight is just on point.
I was waiting for
I'm sorry. Something. I've been looking at it all night and I've been so distractible that I didn't get a chance to say it. You have that's like what I want my real hair to look like every day, but it doesn't.
Me too.
I look like the mom from Rugrats.
All the time. Even as a guy, I'll just be like, "This is my hair." Because this is what my hair would probably look like if I grew it out.
Oh, it's really good.
It is 2 Bon Jovi wigs from Amazon. $9.99 a piece. Zip
you need to style some of my wigs.
Zip tied one right here. Put a little bit of hoop underneath that little one right there. Got it on there. Did a little oops. Real simple. Just a little.
Aquanet.
Just a little.
I've never hairsprayed a wig in my entire life.
Oh my gosh! Girl.
I washed my first one before Dragon the New Year.
That's because every time you wear it, it looked different. When you have all that hairspray, see, it's starting to get a little different texture now. So the next time I wear it, it'll be all different. I can do it.
I need help. You need to come over.
Oh Lord, I just pulled it off my thing.
Oh my Lord! Don't touch your hair. All right,
isn't it cute?
But anyway, really cute.
Then our next 2 shows coming up. I just want to tell you what we got coming up. You're always like, I never know what's coming up, but I'm gonna tell you.
I'd like to not know.
April, Ricky Mortis, dad, gay, drag king, queen story.
I don't know what you. Okay.
To be getting married, have a child, come out as gay, and then become a drag queen. It's a big. There's a lot of turns. Or turn it on, and we're almost ending up in the square. Huh? His mother, his drag mother is my drag grandmother, Erica Martinez, which is Danielle's.
For some reason, I couldn't hear 90% of what you were saying just now. Or I fell asleep. I microsleeped. I don't know what happened.
Married to a woman, had a child.
Because I'll forget.
Okay, yeah. And then the next one after that is the lesbian lawyer who I met from TikTok, who is like Bible. This is not in the Bible. No, she is very hot. She's hot.
That is hot. Lesbian lawyer is hot.
And it's like
Joanne.
The Bible is not correct. We're going to talk about that. When homosexual.
And her and I are going to do a Take Me or Leave Me duet.
Yes, and she's awesome. And then we've got Denise Russell going to be on here. to talk about the olden days, and Kiana Diamond and Danielle Vasquez talk about the olden days of what when in the 70s and stuff doing drag and what it was like running into the buildings, fearful of your life to be a drag queen.
Wow.
And then we're going to go into June.
We're booked into like June or July, huh?
Oh, July. Yeah, I'm in July right now booking.
This is excellent.
June, thanks to Becky Beeman, we have a real life human trafficking story.
Oh,
right here in Ohio, in Northeast Ohio. And Becky said, get your tissues. So, yeah.
I have to be absent for that. I won't be able to make any jokes.
No, you're going to have to. Yeah.
Okay.
So everyone plan for Pride. June 15th.
I'm ready for Pride.
Go to bed. You're my co-hostess.
You've already. You should see the dresses I pre-ordered. There's multiple. There's multiple.
I'm gonna have to start creating. I have Danielle's supposed to be making me my big, whatever I'm gonna wear my first.
The one looks like a clown, but I'm excited about it. So.
Hey. I have a cape over here. You never know what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna come out of a truck. I'm coming out of a semi bed. So, all right, everyone, we love you.
Good night.
And on that, good night. Love you. Remember, be kind, be real, love one another, treat others with the same respect that you want. And we can all just live a happy life. With that, I say good night, and we'll see you again.
Are you or someone that you know contemplating suicide, or perhaps planning to harm someone else? Or are you organizing a mass shooting? If so, please reach out for help at the nationwide hotline, the helpline at 988. That's right, you just have to dial 988 and a counselor will assist you in the help that you need. Call 988 now. Are you a victim of child abuse or know someone who is? Please notify someone at 1-800-for-a-child. Save a life. Make a change. Or are you or someone you love a victim of domestic violence? Call the people at the domestic abuse hotline at 800-799-SAFE. That's 800-799-7233.